So what is the most profitable skill in property investing? Hey, Andrew Malcolm here, mortgagehq. Today we're going to talk about finding deals. This is the most profitable skill to have if you want to be if you're a budding property investor or already established. If you can find really good property deals that the market hasn't yet spotted, or when deals come onto the market, if you're first in, then what you're going to do is you're going to set yourself up to make really good money, even if you can't leverage and go into the deal yourself. If you can find deals, you can make really good money. The acronym I've used for myself to help remember this is ANIMAL. Firstly, what you want to do with A is analyze. You want to analyze a lot of listings, set up your filters really narrowly so that you can find good deals. By analyzing 10, 20, 30, even 100 deals, you can spot the good deal. The second thing you want to be able to do is N for AN is negotiate and contract. It's really important that you understand the legal terms like due diligence clauses and any if required cash out clauses, anything that's going to help you firstly negotiate a good price, and secondly get that property deal under contract. There's no point in analyzing deals and not trying to get them under contract. And there's no point in working on deals, property deals, for too long if you don't have them under contract, because you're going to miss out. The next in ANIMAL is I. Then you want to do, once you got under contract, is introduce. You want to introduce other investors into the deal if you can't do it by yourself, or if you want to spread the risk and bring others in so that you can do more in the future. You might have a $2, $3, $4 million deal. You can't do it by yourself. You're going to need other people involved, which means they're going to say, what do you know that I don't know? How can I trust you? You are going to have to show them the numbers, and you're going to have to show them that you're leaving money on the table for them, whether you're wholesaling, whether you're joint venturing, whether you're going to contemporaneously assign it to them or nominate. You're really going to have to understand the numbers. That brings me to M. You're going to have to be able to be comfortable working with money and setting up mortgages as a group, or for yourself, or for other people, if you're going to want to secure the deal that you have under contract. So there's a few moving parts here, not just finding a good deal and getting it under contract, but also making sure you understand how the money side of things works. And then once you've got those investors in play and you feel like settling on this deal is a good thing to do, you can accept the offer. And then lastly, part of the ANIMAL acronym is L. You're going to need to learn how to leverage off this deal for getting the return that you've talked about, whether that's through renovations, development, subdivision. It's unlikely you're just going to find a property that has a lot of margin in it with doing nothing. Maybe you will. There's going to need to be a certain element of leverage in there. And then you want to understand the lessons. So if you go through this process of getting a property under contract, trying to get people involved, and then you don't end up getting that deal done, assess the lessons, don't get discouraged. I was looking at there's a couple of examples I'll walk you through about profitably finding deals. I had a 50 lot subdivision out South Auckland under contract about a year ago now for $2.85 million. I did all of the numbers, and I just assessed that at that time it wasn't the right deal for me. It was going to be too long for me to get the return that I wanted, and it was going to need too much leverage, and I felt like I wasn't going to be able to bring in enough investors to help me do that deal, so I had to pass it up. And this is a lesson in following up with agents. I saw recently, probably about 6 months after I had that property under contract for 2.85, that the agent sold it to someone else for 2.645. So 200 grand less than I was at that time happy to pay. So if I had stayed in touch with the agent, I might have got 100 or 200 grand discount that might have made a lot more incentive for me to get the deal done. Now a second example is one of my good friends. He saw a Christchurch developer was building in Auckland about 20 new build properties. He signed up for 3 on the day they came out. They're all around $1 million each, and a year or so later, his brothers, who he gave one of them to, his dad, who gave the other one to, and him and his partner, they each have sold those properties they've settled and lived in for a couple of months for $350K, $450K, and now $700K profits. He knew how to spot a good deal. He knew how to bring other people into the deal, and he was willing to leverage off them and live in them for that period of time to get that return. So, profitable for sure, finding a good deal. Now, a third example is a recent investor client saw a property listed, put an offer on the same day that the property came onto market. The agent's expectations that was set for the vendor were around 1.92 mil bracket. So this client put an offer of 2 mil and 50,000. That offer was unconditional, brought the auction forward a number of weeks. So, the reason my friend did this deal is the auction played out and it sold for 2.3, even almost 2.4. So the vendor's expectations was around 2 mil. The market's value was closer to 2.4 mil. And what my friend was hoping for is the auction was brought forward enough that he was going to be able to get that deal. So in this circumstance, it was such a good deal that the market, even though it was a very, very short marketing cycle, still got onto it. But you've got to be in it to win it. It didn't really cost my friend any money to get that property under contract through going unconditional. And if he does that 10 times, you can be sure he's going to get one to stick, and it's going to be 300 or 400 grand of pretty much instant equity. And even though you go unconditional, you still can find other parties to take over that deal, and you can realize some return from it. So, like I said, the most profitable skill in property investing is definitely finding good deals and being able to justify to other people, if that's required, why they are good deals. And if you can give some of them the upside and some of the upside for yourself, you don't necessarily have to have strong borrowing power or income or equity to make money through property investing. You simply have to just know how to find a good deal. So if you've got questions about how to find a good deal, make sure you sign up for the 21 days property investment course in the notes. Check out the other YouTube videos and let us know in the comments, and make sure you subscribe.